Hello everyone, welcome back to our Vlogmas Day 14. Before we continue, I'm so sorry, it's very early in the morning and a lot of people are commanding their day, so you might be hearing a lot of noises. People are praying, there are churches around, they are doing their morning due, so that's why you might hear some noises, but it's good for us because they're securing us. So, today's video we are going to be talking about getting pregnant fast, when to have sex, how often you should have sex, and then what is the best sex position when you want to conceive. Your fertile window opens about 6 days leading up to your ovulation. So the best time to have sex for conception is you start 6 days leading up to your ovulation. So you need to time and track your ovulation. You hear me? I'm not saying you need to calculate because you don't calculate ovulation. Please, you need to time and track your ovulation and to be sure of when exactly your fertile windows opens and when you are going to be ovulating. You are most likely to get pregnant 2 to 3 days leading up to your ovulation, the day of ovulation, and the 3 days after your ovulation. So how do you track and time your ovulation? Let's say for a woman, we are talking about women who have 28-day cycle, so that won't make the video so long. But once you come into our program, we can teach you more. But if you can grab this is very good for you as well. I took a pregnancy test yesterday and it's so clear. So I just want to show you something on this pregnancy test strip. Once you do your ovulation test, let me get up. You see, the two lines are equally dark. Yesterday it was more obvious. So once you test your ovulation, you want your ovulation test to be equally dark, just like my test strip. Equally dark. Even though this is a pregnancy test strip, I want to show you how your ovulation test strip should appear before it is positive. You see that my own pregnancy test strip, they are equally dark. The two lines are equally dark. Both the control and the test line are dark together. The redness is bright together. That is what is showing that it's a positive ovulation test strip. Unlike pregnancy, that the faint test line shows that you're pregnant. It is not like that for ovulation. For ovulation, it has to be 2 to 3 minutes. Sometimes you leave it on the window and you go and you come back and it shows positive. That's a false positive. Once it has passed 2 to 3 minutes, that is a false positive. These two lines has to be equally dark in 2 to 3 minutes. That's when it shows a positive ovulation. And once it shows that it's a positive ovulation, it means you are going to be ovulating in the next 12 to 36 hours. So that time that the test strip is showing positive is a very good time to start having active intercourse. That is for those who don't get fertile mucus so much. Even if you get fertile mucus and you want to be sure. And I want to demonstrate something on my calendar. Okay, so let me sit near there so that I can explain something to you quickly on my calendar. Okay, so I don't know if the camera can capture this. So this is a 30 days calendar we have here. So let's assume this is 1st of January, and we're going to be explaining this to a woman who have a 28-day cycle. So let me explain what a cycle is first. A cycle is the first day that you see full blood, no spotting. So let's assume the woman saw full blood on 1st of January. That was her cycle day 1, and then the cycle day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Her menses stopped on this 5th of January. And then you should have something that you will mark. You can get a red pen to signify blood. You mark 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the day that your blood stopped. And on these days, for a woman who have a 28-day cycle, she will have sex, but she will not get pregnant. Even if she has sex, she will not get pregnant from 6th to 10th. So on the 11th of January, which is her cycle day 11, she will get her ovulation test strip. I'm going to be linking my own there so that you can understand. And she will start testing on this cycle day 11, which is the 11th of January. She will test 10 a.m. in the morning and 4 p.m. in the evening every day. So I will display a chart for you to see how you can make a chart and see how the lines are progressing, because both the test line and the control line have to be equally dark, just like my own is showing. And once you get to around 13, you are most likely to get a positive, which the two lines will be equally dark, the brightness will be bright together, or the 14 you will get a positive. And once you get that positive, it shows you are going to be ovulating in the next 12 to 36 hours. If your day 13 was positive, it shows you are ovulating on cycle day 14 or early hours of day 15. If your positive was on day 14, it means your ovulation is coming late hours of today, which is cycle day 14, or early hours of day 15. Even for a woman who has a 28-day cycle, she's not always going to ovulate on cycle day 14. So after your ovulation, the 2 days after ovulation, you are still very, very fertile. So let's assume for a woman that has a 28-day cycle, from her cycle day 11 to cycle day 17, she's very fertile. So you're supposed to have sex throughout this week. You have sex on the 11th, you have sex on the 13th, you have sex on the 15th, and then you have sex on the 17th, so that your husband's sperm will reproduce and he will have rest. So he doesn't come and have weak ejaculation on these 3 days that are most important to you. He will have energy so that he will have sex and have good ejaculation. So for a woman who is not trying to conceive and want to avoid sex and is afraid that if I go and do contraceptive now, it might come and disturb my hormone, I've not finished giving birth, from cycle day 18 up until 28, that she will see the next menses, she is not going to get pregnant, except you have hormonal imbalance and your ovulation is fluctuating. If you don't, 18 up until your next menses, there's no way you will get pregnant. Those are your safe days. But I'm focusing on this cycle day 11 to 17 for women who are trying to get pregnant. This week, your fertile window has opened and you will get pregnant. This is the week you use your ovulation test strip to test. So let's say I told you that the cycle starts on the 1st of January. For a woman who has 28-day cycle, the next menses should come on the 28th of January. That is a full cycle. So you need to have something to be counting. Count from here every day. You can even be sticking it. Once you get the day you get your next menses, you can even cycle it. Count the days and then write. This applies to even women who their cycles are less than 28 days and even more than. Once you start counting the day you saw full blood and becoming, the day, in short, cycle the first day it starts, and then cycle the next time your period starts. That is a full cycle. So thank you. I hope you understand this, and we'll continue with the rest of the video. How often do you have sex when you are trying to conceive? You have sex every other day. Let's say today is Monday, you have sex today, you rest tomorrow, you have sex on Wednesday, then you rest on Thursday, you have sex on Friday, you rest on Friday, you have sex on Saturday. Somebody told me, but what if I miss the chance? You will not miss the chance, because your fertile window is open and you can conceive even 2 days after your ovulation, which is still very good. You are still very fertile. There's nothing that has reduced on these days. And once you are having sex every day, maybe the days that you're supposed to have sex, your husband might be tired, or he won't have an erection because of tiredness, or he won't have enough sperm cells to release. So you have to give him time to reproduce the sperm, to rejuvenate. So that's why you have to have sex on alternate days. You don't have to have sex every day just because you're in your fertile window. The sex, when you alternate it, it gives you better chances. And remember, I will say sperm stays in the body. So even having sex on alternate days, every other day, it's even promoting your chances the more. Even if you had sex a few days ago and you didn't have again, and you have enough vagina, your vagina is very conducive, that will help you to still get pregnant. But if you're having every other day, it even increases the chances more. What's the best position to conceive? Every sex position on this planet Earth gets people pregnant. Some people, they don't even have contact with the penis. They release outside their vagina, but once you're in your fertile window and there's egg white cervical mucus, it attracts the sperm just like magnet, because it's the sperm food and the sperm enter. That's why you see that they are pregnant virgins. That's why you see some people say, there was no penetration, but I got pregnant, all that, because the sperm came in contact with the egg white fertile mucus that was on the mouth of the vagina. So every sex position gets a woman pregnant, but there are some exceptions. There are some men that their motility is not so good. That's the speed of the sperm, the ability of the sperm to swim faster to the egg is not so good. So it takes a lot of time for the sperm to go there. Some people, because of that, it delays pregnancy. There are some people that don't have, I don't know, their body is not just coordinating. You know, the sperm know how to find its way to the fallopian tube and meet the egg on the way, and then they meet there, they fertilize, and then become an embryo and travel down to the womb to implant. But sometimes this sperm has challenges. So for this kind of special people, like personally, I don't get pregnant until we have the doggy style. That's the man behind and the woman on her force. In all my pregnancies, this one we're not trying to conceive, but we're enjoying ourselves, and it landed me into pregnancy. So personally, I recommend the doggy style to my clients because it makes the penis close to the mouth of the cervix. It's as if the cervix is there, and you know, during your ovulation your cervix is open, so the sperm is just deposited straight into the cervix. So it makes the journey very easy, and it reduces the journey for the sperm. So the doggy style is the best sex position to have sex during your fertile window when you're trying to conceive and it's taking a little time. And some people complain that the penetration or the act is very painful. Your husband, first of all, needs to be gentle, and then you, first of all, have to be lubricated. That's why I say you work on your body. And for people who they cannot, let's say you've not started trying to work on your body, you can get pre-seed lubricant, or you can get coconut oil or olive oil to lubricate yourself. And sometimes you just have sex normally, and then once your husband is about to ejaculate, you people can turn to the doggy style where your hands are on the ground and your husband is behind and is penetrating behind you. You put your hands on your bed or wherever you people are having sex. Some people have sex even on their fridge. So I can't even say and then you are on your knees, and just like a dog. That's why they call it doggy style, and the man is behind. The other position that is good, you lie down and then your husband can raise your leg or two legs. That takes the penetration deep again, and that can take the sperm close to the mouth of the cervix and help you to see, my husband is distracting me and help the sperm to move faster to the egg and help you to conceive very fast. So you have to start taking prenatal vitamins before you start conception. Stop smoking, reduce processed food, rest a lot, so that on that particular cycle we can have a 2022 baby. So thank you, and I'll see you again in our Vlogmas day 15. Bye.